I want to get to know Will, not just the baseball player, but the dad, the husband, off the field. What do you like to do aside from playing baseball?
Well, me personally, I love to play chess. I love to honestly just be outside. That's one of my favorite things to do, take my kids to the park. And going more to the dad side, my son loves to play baseball, so we are outside a lot. We are playing a lot of baseball. So don't necessarily always get that break away from the game. But other than that, I love to take my wife on dates and do those type of things and live a pretty normal life.
You think maybe one day the kids are going to be playing chess with you? You're going to teach them that part?
Absolutely. It's funny, my son actually, I'll be playing on the board and he'll just come up and grab pieces and move it around. So I mean, I know his interest, he has interest in the pieces at least. So I know as he develops and gets older, I'll be able to explain the game to him. My daughter too, I mean, she's the same way. She just wants to be next to me. So she'll be grabbing pieces and stuff of that nature.
One of the biggest questions that, I have for, all of you athletes is how do you go from maybe not having the best day here? Maybe you lose, maybe you didn't have a good day. But then you're dad at home. They don't know you as Will, the MLB player, right? Like they know you as dad. How do you turn that off and turn what happened, on the diamond off and then be dad and be the best dad you can be to them?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think it's a process in its own self, right? I mean, it's not easy, but I think when you actually see your child and you see your kids, it's an automatic switch. It's an automatic, because again, like you said, they don't really understand. Especially the age that my children are. They just want love, they want affection, they want to be held, they want to play cars, or like I said, my son just wants to play baseball. So it's an easy switch, in some ways, and I'm almost looking forward to it when I'm not having my best day, because I know that matter of fact that they don't really care at all. But again, there are also times where it is hard to flip that switch, and in those times, I just express gratitude. It's such a blessing to be where I am. It's such a blessing to have children and have a beautiful family. And once I get my heart postured in that manner, it's real easy to really flip that switch.
Did you feel like one of the harder times was when you kind of went into this season with a little bit of an unknown, because you go through spring training, you start in Louisville, then you're back here, then you're back in Louisville. Like, how was that for you, for your family? Again, trying to be that rock for them, but then you're also kind of in this point where you're like, I don't know what's happening, right?
No, it was extremely stressful. And when you're dealing with the unknowns, right, it's a matter of how can you control your mind and keep your mind focused on the present moment and things that matter. So that was really challenging, especially for my wife, because we were trying to coordinate coming out. There was a time where I got called back up. They were about to come out, had everything set up. Then I got sent back down. So it was very challenging, to say the least. And the best way that I was able to deal with it is, stay prayed up, stay faithful, and just keep my focus on, what I've been given, the opportunities that I am given, and maximizing them and finding, hey, well, how can we make this work and see you guys again? Because when you're with your family, and at least in my case, when I'm with my family, that's when I'm, I'm at peace.